Hey, you guys. So, I did an in person seminar yesterday, and I've been trying to take this day to like recover and rest. But, one of the things I talked about, and I'm going to come share it here because of some things that God has been revealing to me. But, one of the things I talk about with my, different business series is about monetizing your services. And with me, God really had to tell me to know my worth, to know my worth. And that's one reason why I told you guys before God had made me do my resume over again. I had to work with a career specialist, all the things because God wanted me to know my worth because I had been through so much trauma, and I had been to a point where people really try to break my spirit so I wouldn't know my worth, right? And it even like not only showed up personally, it had showed up professionally within my business to where I was undercharging with a lot of my pricing whenever I started business. And if it wasn't for a particular relative that we are in the same industry and we like, kind of help each other out or whatever in different areas. If it wasn't for her sitting me down and be like, no, you don't need to charge that. This is what I charge. You need to do this. Like, if it wasn't for her, like, opening it up and like telling me, she was like, because if you don't charge, you will. If you don't charge your price or your value, you will never make money. Like, you will always be in debt. Like, you have to know your value. You have to know your worth, even when it comes to your what you um, do professionally and what you offer professionally. And so, whoever this message is for, like I even told the students that were attending the webinar yesterday to know their worth. It's okay to charge your prices. It's okay to know your value. And everybody is not going to be your customer, right? Because we do run into a lot of people who want things for free. We do run into a lot of people who want to haggle your prices, who don't want to value your price or your services and what you're offering. And those type of people are not your clientele or your customers, right? But God also wanted me to come and share this message here about knowing your value because what He has shown me in the spirit, which I already knew that was going to happen, it's starting to happen. Where a lot of people were being laid off, um, due to the government, the chain of command, new presidency and new administration, and a lot of people had got lost their jobs, lost their government jobs, got sent nasty emails or really unprofessional emails, making it seem like that they were underperforming, and so they was like let go. Now people are being reached out to get hired back. And God wants me to come and tell whoever this message is for, if this is you, where you had got laid off, and now these people are sending you emails and telling you to come back to work, He said to know your value and you need to negotiate your salary. Do not go back for that same salary that they try to give you. Negotiate. Know your value because they need to understand that they can't do people any old type of way and just let them off. No, now they see your value because now they see everyone's value that they had let go. Now they see their value now, which they didn't see your value before. So now when these people reach out to you and say, "Oh, report back to work," no, this is not how this works. We're going to negotiate. This is what I need. This is what I need in order for me to come back and do the job again. You have to teach people how to treat you. Now God has gotten you in a predicament where you can negotiate a fair salary if you feel like you were being overworked and underpaid. And guess what? These people are so desperate now, they're going to be willing to negotiate. Because now they know, okay, I don't let these people go so far. I don't let these people be gone for a while now. And I got laid off. Now we really do need them back. The government really do need these people back because these people are essential to help our government to stay afloat, to help our government run. Negotiate. Know your value. Do not go back for that same price. Do not go back for that same price. I'm telling you. Negotiate your salaries. Negotiate your salaries. Don't go back for the same price. Know your value. This is not just for business, this is for jobs too as well. Even if the government is trying to, and this contract is coming up in my spirit, even if the government has canceled your contract and now is trying to offer you your contract back again with them because now they see that you offer value, renegotiate that contract again. Why? Because those terms ended when they terminated you or when they ended that contract. If they want you to come back, negotiate your value. Do whatever you got to do, negotiate your value. If they can't offer you what God tells you, because I feel like God is going to tell you guys to ask for a certain amount. If they can't offer you that certain amount that God drops in your spirit for them to pay you, keep it moving. Because this judicial system, this government system, these people that are taking advantage of God's children, they're going to have to learn a lesson. They're going to have to recognize your value. So know your value, not just in your business, but like I said, with your professional. I had to learn my value. Or whatever I see now, I'm like, okay, guy, that's why you told me that I need to record know your value. Because I was just like, if that was me, if I was a government worker, I definitely would be negotiating my new salary. Because it was wrong for how a lot of people lost their jobs. Now they're trying to bring these people back. And acting like the way they're trying to bring them back is so unethical. Like, report back to work. Not trying to see what, like, and I'm like, God, what if these people got other jobs and stuff already? What if these people had done started business already? How are you just gonna tell somebody to report back to work without even having like HR to reach out to them and see if they're willing to come back to work? So I just whoever this message is for, if you are a government worker and you wanted your job back and you're considering going back, negotiate your value, negotiate your salary. Don't go back for that same salary. Do you hear me? Don't do it. Because then they gonna feel like it's okay for them to do you any old type of way, and they can feel like it's okay for to do it again. Nope. Negotiate your new salary. All right. So I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day. Know your value, know your worth, and stop underestimating yourself and stop lowballing yourself. All right. So again, I love you all. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.